Today, we'll be predicting Vanderbilt's 2020 schedule game by game and how they will finish the season, and that's all coming up in just a second.
Perfect.
Vanderbilt fans, do not forget to get your rivalry t-shirts. They're on sale now. Click the link below or visit my website to get yourself one of these. Stay victorious, my friends.
Look what I got on here. The SEC tie makes its appearance for the 7th video in a row about SEC football. And yes, the streak continues. The tie has made it. Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Touchdowns to Home Runs. I'm your host Noah, and right now we will be predicting Vanderbilt's 2020 schedule. Now before we get into their 2020 season, we got to take a look back on how they did in 2019. And it was not a very good season, to say the least about it. They went 3-9 with one notable win, and that was against Missouri. They beat Missouri, I don't know how, but they did. And then losses to Georgia, Purdue, LSU, Ole Miss, UNLV, South Carolina, Florida, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Oh, that was a long list. Now, we got to look at players that won't be returning next season. We got Kalijah Lipscomb, who's obviously one of the better wide receivers in the SEC. That is a huge loss, especially for a Vanderbilt team. And then they got another huge loss coming up again. Another great SEC player, Keyshawn Vaughn, is not coming back. And then they got Jared Pickney and Riley Neal, their quarterback. So that's two wide receiver, running back, tight end, and QB all gone. So their offense is taking a huge hit, Vanderbilt's offense. Now we're going to look at the top three guys that they signed from this 2020 recruiting class. All 3 stars. We got Dericky Wright, he's an athlete. Donovan Kaufman, he's a safety. And Kiva Wesley, who's an offensive lineman.
Perfect.
Now we're getting into what you all came here for. We got the 2020 game-by-game predictions for Vanderbilt. And they start the season off in Nashville against Mercer. And Mercer is an FCS team. Even Vanderbilt, I have Vanderbilt winning this game. Vanderbilt should be able to win this. I know Vanderbilt hasn't proven and hasn't been the greatest of late, but if it's an FCS team, Vanderbilt still has the talent to be able to beat them. Next, they go to Missouri. Now, despite Missouri losing to Vanderbilt last year, this game's in Missouri, and I do believe that Missouri will be able to pull this one out and win against Vanderbilt. Next, they go to Kansas State. Now, Kansas State was a team who upset Oklahoma at home last year. Kansas State is a tough place to play, and I'm going with the Wildcats on this one. So, Vanderbilt starting off the season 1-2. Next, they play Colorado State. Colorado State is a group of 5 team. They play them at home, and Colorado State didn't have a great season last year, and they're a group of 5 teams. So, I do have Vanderbilt winning this game and moving to 2-2 on the season. Next, going to Georgia, that's a hard game. Any team going to Georgia is going to be a hard game, but especially for Vanderbilt, I don't see them putting up much of a fight here. I have Georgia winning this one. Next, they play Ole Miss at home. Now, Ole Miss was a struggling team last year, but I still feel like Ole Miss will have the talent to beat out Vanderbilt at home. Ole Miss can pull some guys, but I just don't see Vanderbilt being able, especially with that huge hit to their offense, being able to handle Ole Miss even though it's at home. So I'm giving Ole Miss the win here. Next, they go to Kroger Field at Kentucky. Again, an SEC road game is never easy to win, and I have Kentucky winning this one. Again, just the talent level on Kentucky I feel like is too much for Vanderbilt. Next, they have a bye. Then they play on Halloween against South Carolina at home. Now, South Carolina is a better team. They have beat Vanderbilt for years and years now, and I think the same will happen here. I'm giving South Carolina the win in this game. Next, they play Florida at home. Now, I have Florida winning the SEC East this year, and that is going to be absolutely tough for Vanderbilt to compete with this team. Florida is looking really good this year, and I have Florida winning this game. Next, they go to Texas A&M. And Texas A&M, Kyle Field is a really tough place to play. Texas A&M is bringing in a really good recruiting class this season. I think it's in the top 10 somewhere. And Texas A&M is just too talented for Vanderbilt, so I'm giving Texas A&M the win here. Next, they play Louisiana Tech at home. Louisiana Tech was a really good Group of 5 team last year. They did really well in their conference, and they've beaten Power 5 teams before. I have Louisiana Tech actually winning this game in Nashville. I just feel like they'll have that we're playing a Power 5 team motivation to go out there, and they'll just have that extra energy, and I think they'll come out of Nashville with a win here. Next, Tennessee comes into Nashville, rivalry game, and Tennessee is on a 6-game winning streak right now. They're a hot team, and I don't see that slowing down, especially in this game. I have Tennessee winning. Now, to finish off the season, I have Vanderbilt not making a bowl game and finishing 2-10 on the season. I just don't think that their football program's there yet. They need to get much better recruiting classes and all that going before I start to see them make a real jump in how they do in the SEC. But their baseball team, as always, is going to be dominant. So if you're a Vanderbilt team, I wouldn't be complaining because you have a national championship team in one sport. Thank you for watching this video. If you love SEC football, please subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching. Come back next time.